NASZ DAWG.
What's happening, man?
What you laughing at, man?
You, man.
Why you laughing at me? Why you laughing at me, man?
Because it's early.
No, it's all good, man. Man, I done had a full day already, and it's 11 o'clock.
Right.
So it's all good. Everything going good. How everything going with you though?
Man, it's going great, man.
You was just here 3 months ago, 2 months ago,
Yeah,
3
something
months
like
ago.
that.
Okay. You was a little quiet then. You didn't really have a whole lot happening.
Yeah, you know, it was in grind mode. Everything looking up now, so I got something to talk about. What's happening?
Oh shit! That's shit. He got something to talk about today. Listen, y'all finna get a good conversation from Mr. NASZ DAWG today, cause he came in here, he ready. Got his water, he's ready.
My water, you know. Beverage of champions, you know.
Right. Nah, it's always good to have you here. Like, it's definitely good to have you back, man. Like, the support is monumental. Do I want to say that? The support is huge. I mean, in terms of you like coming onto the show and all of that stuff. I really like doing more with, you know, obviously like the up and coming artists and you know, shit like that, as opposed to doing like the major celebrities. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like doing like the major shit and going out and doing the BET stuff and like the, you know, the stuff that I do get to do, I guess when I feel like doing it. It's cool to connect with the people that's like on the come up and like grinding and doing like the grassroots thing, because a lot of artists have lost that feel. Like, nobody has to, like, all the stuff that you doing right now, the big artists, they not really doing that. Like, they're not doing that. They got number one, they got somebody that's doing all that shit for them, or that's seemingly doing all of that shit for them. But the reality is, like, so much has changed with music that, you know, in a lot of ways, it just don't really require as much of that grind anymore for you to get out there and go viral and all of that. But that, of course, is why we got a lot of shit out there. So, you know, it's cool to have you here, you know, with what you represent and the music that you bring to us. So, kudos to you, man, for coming on the show today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man.
I appreciate it. Like, it's like some of y'all drove all the way from down in Akron, close to Canton, and listen.
Yeah, they did.
It's a lot of shit. That's what I'm saying. You got a good team behind you, because let me tell you, I got some family down there right now that's like itching for me and a bunch of people to come down there. And I was having a conversation right when I got to the radio station with a cousin who, like, I'm doing a cookout at my house tomorrow because my cousin came from Cali, so I'm doing a cookout.
Shit,
tomorrow.
let me come.
No, listen, come. Like, for real.
For real?
No, for real. Come. I'll give you the address.
For sure.
But we're doing a cookout tomorrow at the house, and everybody's coming through or whatever. So then my cousin calls me because her mom is in Canton, and they want to do something for her or whatever. But it's like last minute, so like this shit planned already. And I'm guessing the point of calling me was to get me to say like, oh, well, that's cool. If you want to just
bring it over here.
I'm like,
you know how it goes.
I'm not gonna drive out again. So that's appreciated too, man.
But it ain't far. It ain't far though.
Yeah.
Canton ain't far. It ain't the land. It's Cleveland, man.
Well, to you.
Canton ain't far.
To you.
Canton ain't far.
To
Come
you.
on.
To you.
What part of
Canton you in? You in the tip? You talking about the tip of Canton, like at Arlington, or you talking about like Canton?
Canton. See, I'm from the land. I'm from Cleveland, so it's like.
You talking about Arlington, which is really still Akron, or is
the farther part? So
no.
You looking like 2 hours? Well,
I don't feel like driving from 2 hours.
So what's
I was gonna say don't make it look like it ain't at least an hour and 15 minutes. It's an hour and 15 minutes to get to the football home thing.
Right.
But think about it, the team come in there. If you
know
drive like an hour,
you know what
they'll
I'm
come in and
Big
can try that
Mark over
hour.
there. You know what I'm saying? Big Mark over there.
Yeah.
Randy came with it. Everybody came from there.
What was it, Vern? Vern probably like 45 to an hour.
I couldn't even time
well, that's
it in
because,
that Mustang. I was already
you
here.
just rolling.
That's because what Vernon driving. Like,
right, Vernon, yeah, you gotta know.
We're not gonna go there.
We got a lot of horses.
Yeah, he gonna be here fast.
They sprinting too.
Right
Up under the hood.
So you have like 10 minutes to get from Akron.
So look, I know I'm off track now. We supposed to be talking about your music.
Yeah, I mean, you know, hell yeah. But shit, look, man.
That's always a good.
Sean told me he sent you everything.
Yeah, he sent me everything. I'm actually looking at it right now. So I know we playing Hating for No Reason today.
Yeah, that's the
I know
one.
that's the one right there. Like
I was
you
in
ain't
the
gotta say it. I
studio.
already know.
He
I
just released it
You ain't
too.
gotta say it. I know that's the one.
I was in the studio
We got All My
when
Soldiers
that
Salute,
Yep.
and we got Chaotic. So that's gonna be our 3 songs for the day. But
Sure.
That's what's up.
I think the good thing or the good place to start is really for you to kind of do like I guess like an intro again, because I'm sure there's people listening today that didn't listen last time and they might not know who you are and whatnot. So tell everybody who you are, where you came from, how you got here.
Alright, hey y'all, I'm NASZ DAWG. NASZ DAWG. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? From the land, got a super support team behind me. Royal Rulers, y'all gonna watch this shit blow up. Y'all about to see us take off. And just keep supporting those static, you know what I'm saying?
Look, side note, before I forget it, because you know shit go, I'm getting old. Do you got an IG for Royal Rulers?
Man, I think we working on that.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
old
All
school.
that shit going through NASZ DAWG.
It's Royal Rulers with a Z, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's an IG there and it just ain't nothing on it.
Yes.
Okay, because I was posting and I was gonna tag it, but then I'm like, ain't nothing on here. Maybe this ain't it or whatever. So
But
that's
you
why I
know-
wanted.
Yeah.
Okay, I just
You know
wanted.
what you can do?
I just wanted to ask that before because I forget.
You
So
can Google it too. Though.
Sean
Just
and Mark,
Google it and be
Sean
like,
and
hey,
Mark got all that
pop up.
under control.
see this
for
one
sure.
right here.
You
Just
know,
Google me,
yeah.
man. What
Yeah,
that's
sometimes
Google it,
sometimes
yeah.
I Google it. It'll pop up on that
Everything, you
Google.
can get your
yeah.
shirts, you can get everything
Oh, man.
online.
It'll pop right there.
Everything.
Yeah. So that's dope. You know, you gave people a feel for who you are, where you come from. Like, what do you feel like you represent? You know, out here for Cleveland. That we have not been getting, because obviously it's a lot of artists out here, and there's some dope artists here in the city. Like no, you know.
Well, I think
Periphery.
what you getting from me different than other artists is you getting the passion. You know what I'm saying? You getting
Right.
the realness. Everybody following trends. I'm setting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't afraid to stand outside the box and make people follow me
Right.
instead of just following the sound that everybody catching on to.
Right.
I ain't gonna do that.
Okay. I feel like you prepared for this today, man.
I already told you. I got something to look forward to. You know
So you
what I
gonna
mean?
talk today?
I was in grind
Gotta
mode
get them
before.
together, yeah.
Right.
Now I'm
So-
comfortable, so you know.
So, Hating for No Reason. That's coming from where, a new album?
Yeah, the second chance album.
Volume
Okay,
2.
second chance, volume 2.
Right.
Talk about that album. What it encompasses. Like, what are we getting from Second Chance?
Well, you getting like a variety of a lot of different things. Like I'm snatching every crowd. You know what I'm saying? From the young to the old to the middle to the lost. I'm getting them all.
Right.
So every song on there is gonna snatch somebody. Everybody's not gonna like every song on that album because it's not for them.
Right.
But I'm reaching different directions. So I'm gonna get everybody.
Right. I think that's dope. Like, what have you been doing? Like, have you been performing and doing stuff?
We just
like,
been shooting videos right now, but Ain't
Okay.
For No Reason. We working on that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So as soon as they finish editing that and we get a few more scenes where we need to be, hit a couple more scenes in Cleveland, then shoot down to AK, get some scenes down there. We're gonna ride past the Bryan School, you know.
Right.
Show some love. He runs a championship, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Right.
LeBron, you know.
Shout out to
Right,
him.
right. I just think it's amazing. Like I like that process of like obviously what y'all going through and everything that you putting in through it. Like I like to see artists doing that because again, like a lot of artists, like they kind of lost that way, so they're not really doing too much of that no more. And like even the video process, like talk about that process of, you know, putting your videos together and, you know, obviously having to go around and do different spots and all of that. Like how has the process been, and then how long has it taken you, like in terms of putting together this video and your other videos too?
Well, this one, Hating For No Reason, it's not gonna take us too long because, like I said, the song speaks for itself. We just looking for the scenes and getting more people involved because everybody can tell when somebody hating for no reason.
Right.
So once we get that background and go reach out, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna get everybody involved that wanna be. Can't force you, you know what I'm saying? But hating for no reason is just, you see somebody doing something, help them, don't hate them.
Right.
You don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Once you get to know somebody, then you get a chance to hate them.
So timeline, like this single is out here now, so you know obviously it makes sense to get the video out like ASAP. Like what's your timeline on when you think you'll be done with that video, and obviously when it'll meet the public? What the public
Like
got?
next week,
Okay.
like we're gonna do the last scenes early Monday, Tuesday, somewhere around in there, but by Friday it'll be editing.
Okay.
And we just waiting on it to get released. That's up to the management team, how fast they work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be done shooting though.
Okay. So we're gonna start off playing this music in a couple minutes. We got a whole team of people with us today.
Right.
Some who were here last time. We got some newcomers now.
You gotta introduce
So
everybody.
I want you to
bruh.
bingo.
You gotta introduce everybody in the building.
He should be called somebody. I'm
Right.
just saying. Nah, introduce everybody.
All
Let
right.
me know who everybody is. Everybody come up, say something.
First off, I'm gonna
Say something about who
introduce
you are, what you represent.
Vern. This is head of Royal Rulers. Top management man. Talk to the people.
Yeah, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I got a wonderful artist. My artists are wonderful. It's a blessing from God. They stay busy and they focus on their music and do what they gotta do. And I got Cali Cal right here. The real Cali Cal.
Cali Cal, come to the mic.
go.
Tell
Come
them
on
what's
up
happening.
in here.
Oh,
Get on the
Yeah, say
mic,
what you
big
gotta
homie.
say.
Come on. Say something to the people.
How y'all
Another part of
doing?
Royal Rulers.
Yeah, what's up, man? One half of the Royal Rulers represented. The real Cali Cal. That's what I go by. Sean Don. He couldn't be with us today, but shout out to my man Sean.
Right.
Shout out to my guy.
Yes,
NASZ Dawg. Smooth Dog.
There you go, Smooth in the building, yeah.
Smooth, he in the building.
We got Brandon in the building too.
Brandon,
You know what I'm saying?
Cameraman right
Cameraman
there.
Brandon, make it
Brandon.
happen.
Yeah,
So,
it's all love.
we working, trying to make things happen out here. So.
So what part do you play?
Well, I'm, slash co-CEO, producer,
Okay.
so.
Okay. So producing, and then what else you got going on in there? Like what else are you handling as co-CEO?
Well,
What
trying to
does that
handle, big boy business, what I'm saying?
If he's in the back burner, he's on the back burner.
Yeah. I play the
Keep him off in the
background.
cut.
Somebody gotta be sure.
You gotta
No,
keep him off in the cut.
that's not
I'm
me.
just fucking with you.
You gotta keep him off in the cut. Keep him
I
in the
just
back
don't.
burner.
So you like the Biggs Burke of the crew?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I make sure.
He said yes. That's it.
I make sure things get done and handled.
It's a privilege you got him on the mic today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On the back burner part, like, hey.
Because I play the background. I ain't shy, but I like.
I feel it. I feel it.
I support my guy.
Yes, sir.
He support what we do and what I represent, they represent. So that's
100.
that's 100. So gotta be here for my dude. Man, I wasn't here for the last interview, and I told him I'd be here for this one. So I'm here representing.
I think.
And then
Oh,
Smooth,
yeah.
Smooth in the building. You already know my H-Bone code.
Yeah, I mean, I already know,
When you talking to Smooth, it's real talk.
It's real talk when you talking to Smooth, it's real talk. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother, you know what I'm saying? And, we represent together. It's like a package deal, not being funny.
Right.
When it's with NASZ and Smooth, when you hear NASZ, you're going to hear Smooth. It's going to be on there. All them tracks that come that way, it's like a package deal, really. It's like, wow. It's like, man, Smooth, you hear that, you hear NASZ, they be like, what's Smooth? And now to be that way, it's like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
So that's how it always comes. It's like that package deal.
Okay.
I'm always gonna support my brother, and I'm always here. Artist myself and everything else.
You got it.
Airtight Entertainment is good. Getting it
Shout out
together
to
with the Royal
Airtight.
Rulers. Airtight Productions.
Tight,
I do that and everything else. I keep that.
See,
But
he
we
was
always
ready. He got a whole
Right.
resume. He just went down this whole resume.
Right, you gotta get that going.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We gotta represent.
I do.
man.
I do need you to know this about NASZ Dawg.
That's NASZ Dawg. That's my
I
brother.
understand.
I ain't
I'm just playing.
I'm
joking, man. I'm joking,
I know
man.
it, I know, but everything is always about NASZ Dawg. That's why NASZ Dawg, the artist, is coming out, about to take over everything.
But you know what though?
And he's gonna
it's
just
about-
bring in all the other artists. It's a lot more that
Right.
NASZ Dawg got to bring.
But you know what? It's about everybody.
Yeah.
So obviously we here in support of NASZ DAWG today and his new
I'm
project.
just on the
Hate
front
for No
line.
Reason.
That's
But
it.
it's really about everything, and that's one of the things that I've liked about. Like I haven't always been super supportive of like artists putting out artists and like that
Right.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like when I look at like Young Money and like a lot of these different crews and even going back to like Flip Mode and like a lot of them, like when one is out promoting, they really promoting everybody.
Right.
Like so it's really about everybody. And you get to learn something about the whole team and whatnot, which then helps. Like if you an artist, then it helps when you get ready to put something out and people know about you
Right.
already. And that kind
See,
of
that's
thing. So
what I
think-
mean by when
and I think it's up to
Features.
like the hosts and stuff when you go on different shows and whatnot to kind of put some light on the other people that's there, because I think that's dope. Like this cat right here with the camera, I swear to God I'm gonna find something for you to do, man.
That's what he's doing. That's what he does.
Because listen, low key, and I know Sean Don.
That's his job.
I know he probably listening.
yeah.
Sean, you are
Shout
fired.
out, shout out to Sean.
I got a new videographer, Sean.
He handling it.
I got a new videographer, Sean.
Right.
Like I'm just telling you, and I was gonna tell you that the last time, that I got a new videographer.
Right, there you
man.
go.
Like,
Shout out to Brad.
I
I didn't play my part.
I was just gonna say, and that's how they do. They just like, nah, I just play my part, but they know they be sliding in, and they like, nah, I took this over or whatever. Sean,
ain't no- he
we
can't fire
gonna
Sean
we gonna
Don.
discuss
Sean
this.
Don,
Listen, you're not all the way
he
fired,
can't
Sean.
Sean
We gonna
Don.
find something else for you to do on the team.
Nah,
But you
Sean
not
Don
gonna
the
be the
reason
videographer
I'm
no
right
more.
here right now. Yeah, nah, James, nah, man.
Nah, look, I'm gonna have two videographers. I just gotta get my money together because I know this guy ain't cheap. So
Right.
I just gotta get my money together. Look at Bird shaking his head like
He like an intern
but
for
listen,
Sean Don.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Intern.
He the truth. He
That's
Brandon
the
the truth. That's what he is.
That's what
Brandon
the
the
team
truth,
do.
man.
You gotta know
Video
about
man.
that.
Shout out Brandon one more time.
Right,
Brandon
one more
is the
time in the
truth,
building,
man.
yeah.
So listen,
That's what
man.
the team do.
I know we talking a lot of crazy shit,
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
understandable.
But yeah, it's actually dope because most people, like most of the time, people just used to just hearing a lot of music and shit.
Right.
But this dope though. I do want to get into this first single, "Hating for No Reason." So
Hell yeah.
give us a little, give us a little, a little bit again about the single, what it's about. Go ahead and
For no reason.
go ahead and introduce it.
Alright,
Decisive,
here we
come
go.
on and cue it up.
Shout out Decisive. Thanks for having me back again and again and again. But yeah, hating for no reason is just like I said before. Everybody's gonna hate. But when you hate for no reason, it makes no sense.
Duh.
You gotta get to know somebody before you can hate them. So when you listen to the lyrics, it'll make sense to you. Feel me?
Okay. So this is NASZ DAWG with "Hating for No Reason," right? I think it's catchy.
It's identifiable.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you,
Identifiable.
Decisive.
Right,
Yeah.
we want that voice to come out there. You hear that? Come in there, disciple.
So we just need that video now, man.
Oh man, the video we already been shooting, you know what I'm saying? Like Brandon been, he sent us a little rough draft, but we still got some
It
work to
seems
do.
like it looked like it's already done, though. I seen a rough draft and I was like, wow.
It's close.
Is it done already? I say, wow. But they say, no, we got some more to do with it. So I'm like, wow, I want to see what else they're going to do with this because it's like, it looked like it's already done. Like, wow.
Right, just let the single buzz for a couple weeks before you release it, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna help them like it more once they see visual.
I agree.
Yeah.
So all my soldiers salute.
Oh,
Let's talk about that.
man.
Oh, wow, yeah.
All my soldiers salute. That's what
I swear, I love hearing you talking about your songs.
all my soldiers salute. Cause what I say, when I kick down that door, man, all my soldiers gonna salute. You know what I'm saying? They got my back just as much as I got theirs.
We know to speak the truth every time we in
You
the
know what I
booth.
mean?
You know what I'm saying? That's what it takes.
And then he come with the
For
fire.
real.
Yeah.
You know, because,
That's
you know,
my right hand and my left hand. You know what I'm
when they
saying?
come on there because y'all about, I had to get this chorus together for my brother, you know. I
Right.
said, I
He
want to
made the
hook,
hook.
and I made the hook for it.
Okay.
To make sure that all of the soldiers salute. And this for like Royal Rulers, Airtight Productions, Beast Mode, all of our soldiers salute.
600.
600, everybody.
I'm gonna stop you one second.
We got them. That's what the soldiers salute about.
I'm gonna stop you one second.
What you got, man?
What this dude got going on back here?
That's say, Mike, you better bet. I told you in the back burner, he in the back
You
cut.
back here studying for the gram. What's
Right.
right. Nah, I just asked because I look back there and he like,
Yeah,
He say,
he's
man,
throwing his
he say,
shine.
man, that's how I do.
no, you had to get up, man.
He said, I come into the mic,
I just-
I to the mic.
I just was making a joke because no, that's all. I just was making a joke.
Oh, man.
So all my soldiers salute, man.
It's production wise, Sean Don sent me the beat.
Sean Don doing the beats. You
I
know Sean
told my
Don do the
brother
beats.
Smooth, I say, bro, I need a hook.
And you know,
the rest
Smooth,
is
I'm
history.
going to deliver it and, you know, bring
Nate
that to
on
the
the
table.
engineering. Nate really mixed and mastered it.
Shout out to Just a Dream.
Yeah,
Just a
the
Dream,
Dream
yeah.
Studios, you know, that's Nate. You know, so yeah.
Mixing
It came
and
together
editing.
like that.
Yup, that's just a dream. Yup.
Sean sent the beat. I sent it to my brother and said I need a hook. He sent the hook back. I dropped the verses. Nate took care of the rest.
Right.
It sounds really, really good, man. I think it's definitely gonna make some noise. You know, it take a lot to, you know, when you put stuff out and whatnot. It take a lot for people to catch on and whatnot. But I think it's definitely gonna make some noise for you know.
Appreciate that.
It sounds really, really good, and that's you know
what's
primarily why I asked about the production because I'm like,
Right.
oh,
That
I'm
sounds
like,
good.
Yeah, that's all Nate.
I'm
With
like,
a
is
little
Sean-
bit
I'm like,
of,
is Sean doing that?
well, Sean had some input as well as Mark too. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna
Because
say,
they always.
you almost got rehired, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Wait till you hear Wait till you hear some more. Wait till you hear some
Yeah,
more.
because see, one thing you gotta know about Sean Dunn is he real careful before he send me any
Oh, for sure.
beats.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I watched it.
Mhm.
Listen, I watched Sean come up from doing the Fruity Loops
Mhm.
and like
Right.
all of that stuff. Like I watched him come like just kind of start from nowhere, and
Yep.
I mean he's worked with a lot of cats from Kendu
Right.
to
Danny.
it was a lot of people. It was a white dude he was working with for a minute, and I mean this was back like in I think we was. I don't know if I was still down at the University of Akron or not. I think like I left down there in 01.
Yeah, that's the Akron area and everything else. And we got to put that out there too, though, because, you know, Shine Down work with Ken Do and everything else. And
Right.
but y'all got to remember, you know, back in the day, we was the inner city misfits.
Yeah.
We was a group that way in that area. So that's how all of that actually came
and side
to
note,
be. It's like, so we all got to shout out my cousin
bro,
Ken
what the
Do.
fuck is going on? Listen,
Because things happen.
because you know we not really sanctioned by the FCC. What the fuck is going on over there, man? What is you laughing at? What is...
Oh, I'm just freaking my mind and laughing at you. That's it.
Now listen, no, I was just gonna say side note. Like Kendu is really, really doing this thing right now. Like I'm seeing him all across social
Right, yeah,
media.
shout out,
and,
yeah.
Like he do
Right.
like
Shout
because
out
what he
Ken
got?
Do.
Do he
Yeah,
got a
Ken Do,
clothing
yeah.
line or a
Yeah.
store or what is?
We
You
gotta
got
shout
the
that out to
cultivated
him,
grind.
yup.
Shout out
We gotta
Lil'
shout out
Cuz.
to
Keep
the
doing your
cousin
thing.
doing what he
I
do.
got a shirty.
Right,
Like he
we
really,
gotta,
really doing this thing
Yeah.
right now.
and that's the same thing. That's a part of the team too. That's still,
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
that's, you know, that's
Right,
the
and
things that's
then
happening.
too, that's how I met Sean Dunn.
That's why I was coming to be.
Through my
Yeah,
cousin
so you
Ken
come
Do.
that
You
way.
know what I'm saying?
And even as far as Ken Do, like I done seen him come like from like the bottom. Like I didn't know y'all when y'all was. I mean, I didn't know y'all like you know in the heyday, like when
Right,
y'all
that's
was
why
the
I said I
Misfits
gotta-
and y'all was
right.
up. But people need to know too.
That's why I
Like
say.
regardless of whether like the big names really know of y'all or
Right.
like, big people, like
Mhm.
y'all really did some stuff
Right.
here in the city for
Exactly.
up and coming artists. Like
Yeah,
for sure.
nobody else was opening for the Little Kims and for
Right.
the Biggies and stuff
Right.
like that. And y'all was
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
what
And
we
y'all
was
was
doing.
doing that.
Right, making
Like
everybody
y'all
know
like y'all was doing that. And,
It's
and,
a
and,
history.
when you
It's a
think
big
about it,
history
that was
behind it.
when you think about it, that was 96, 97. It's
Exactly.
2021, baby.
Right.
25
And
years
still
ago.
making it happen.
And y'all still out here
doing
making
it.
it happen. So I mean, I think it's a lot to be said for that.
I know it.
But I think the biggest thing I wanted to make sure that I shouted Kendu because I know
Right.
that he doing a whole
And that's a
lot.
part
And
of
he
the
and I
team.
have not talked, and not in a bad way, but we just haven't talked.
Well,
probably
you know
for
he
like-
gonna come and grace
for
the building.
probably like a year maybe. And I think it's just he been busy as shit. I've been busy as shit. And
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like everybody got to get
But
their life together.
I do
You know
see,
what I'm saying?
yeah, of course. But I do
That's
see
all.
what he got going on though. Like he doing it. He done rebounded from a lot of
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Right.
Like you know when you
God's
mentioned
plan.
like getting your life together and stuff, he's
Mhm.
rebounded from a lot of stuff. So
That's why I bring it back and say, yep, that's a
because
thing
he
too.
actually was on the show maybe about a year ago.
Right, I thought it was a year down.
Well, it might have been longer than that.
Okay.
But he was maybe a year and a half. He was
Because
definitely on the show,
I thought I
and then
seen-
for a few months I didn't do any shows, and then I haven't talked to him since I've been back. So
Right, but yeah, shout out to Lil Cuz, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
alright.
Great.
Do your thing, bro.
yeah,
And he support
Even if
he
we don't
supporting.
speak on the regular, ain't nothing but love.
yeah. Now I know we got one more song to play, Chaotic. Before we play that, talk a little bit more about second chances. Like, where do you fit into that? Like, how is this your second chance?
Well, I can just say like it's
Listen,
a
don't give me
second
no,
chance.
don't give me no
I'm
cheesy
just
shit,
saying,
man.
no,
Cause I
I'm
see you
just
trying
saying.
to.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't give me no
I'm just
cheesy
saying,
shit
look.
because I see you
Okay,
over,
look.
I see you churning over there. And you
All
trying
right.
to get something catchy together.
All right, no. For real no. It's just like
Just give me the real.
the real is I feel like it's my second chance because we was like I said, when you deal with record labels and they be on some fishy shit, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they want to string you along
Listen,
and
y'all,
try
we
to
getting
do
real
all of
from
that
them now.
extra shit.
We getting the
so,
real from them now.
You know, you just fall back and feel like it's a learning experience in the beginning. So everybody think, cause yeah, we opened up for the Biggie and the Little Kims and all of that shit. We ain't getting no money for that shit.
Right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? All
But
we
that's
was
the-
doing
but-
was getting our
but-
name out
But
there.
listen.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
Listen,
we didn't really
listen, hold on.
We had to
know
pay to
how
do
to
that shit
hold on,
for
hold on.
real.
Hold it.
I said,
Listen, when you say that, people don't understand.
right.
Yeah.
We ain't doing it for the money that way. It's
Okay,
like we do it
okay.
for the love
But
of
listen, that's the thing that cats don't understand now.
Man, they
People
better
lost
Because
understand.
everybody
That's what I'm saying.
has
A lot of
kind of
people
been
lost the
given,
love of it.
not really that silver spoon, but
People lost the love of it.
because
And
it's
that's
not,
what we do it for.
because
the
it's
love
not
of
really
it.
about, like, this generation, and maybe a little bit of the last generation, it's not really about the love of it no more.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
A lot of
trying
people
to,
lost
like,
that.
like today,
People
they're
lost
trying to
that.
make $1.
Yo,
Right.
it's about money.
They making
It's
music to
about
make
money
money.
and the clout.
Yo.
But
But see, remember that
But
old
they don't
saying,
really understand
all
that-
money ain't good money?
But they don't
Right.
really understand that shit and opening up for cats and not getting paid.
Right. We had
And
to
like-
pay.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
Go perform at the Agora. You gotta pay for this shit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that's the shit that you have to do, not only to get your name out there, but to kind of remain like a mainstay.
Right.
Because it's pretty easy. I mean, as you can see from a lot of artists, to get yourself out here and
That's
go
what I'm
viral
saying.
and then you know
Right.
be big for,
See, that's
for
why I
a
say
year.
put all of the money and everything aside of
For
it.
a year.
Put
Right.
the
And then-
money
and then
inside
they be
of it.
gone and you don't hear from
Right.
them.
And do it for the love of it.
But see, that's just like the comment Method Man made. He said, can anybody answer this question?
I swear to God, he's like a bucket list interview. Like I gotta
Right.
get, like if somebody listening or somebody know Method Man or know how to get to Method Man, just let me know what's up. Like
Right.
that's a bucket list interview right there.
Right. But you know, he made a comment as far as where's these cats getting all this money from in these videos? You
Like
know
that's
what
show
I'm
money.
saying?
That's show money.
You-
A lot of
yeah,
that show money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that? That's a lot of show money.
Yeah,
You put that,
yeah,
they
you
throwing
go
that
get
up
it
there.
right
They
at
ain't really
heart.
got
Right.
that money.
I said,
You
Right.
buy that, that's show money. That ain't that.
Yeah, because you know,
You
a lot
gotta
of
figure
people,
that part
Yes.
out.
you
They
know,
ain't got that money, and half of them cars they be buying and everything else, they rent it.
Rent
Right,
it, yeah.
right.
And half of it is
Long
rented and
as
all
you
of that stuff. But it's for the
Fake it
camera.
till you make it.
It's for the
yeah.
camera. They fake it till they make it. But you got the people thinking that they got all of this
They ain't
stuff.
really
So
got it.
everybody be
But see,
wanting
when
that.
you got,
They
when you got
need
real
to
cats,
hide that.
when you got real cats like
They don't need to have that.
us,
No,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, look, I'm saying some sideline shit, but I ain't want to be on the air though.
I was saying, you know, when you got real cats that take the rap game serious,
Right.
That's all.
Right. See, that's what we missing. We missing out a lot. People ain't taking the seriously no more.
This is just like
Everybody
a
in
joke.
it, right? Everybody in it
Oh,
for
okay,
like
I
the
got
money part of it.
Yeah,
The money part gonna come when you do it. You gotta do it for your passion. If you ain't got passion for it, I tell people don't do it.
right.
If you ain't got no passion for this music, don't do
It
it.
ain't for everybody.
Not for real. It ain't for you if you ain't got passion for it. If you want
I
to
mean-
make $1, of course you can go in there and make a hot single and make some money and everything. So move on.
I mean,
Right.
my thing,
And do
I've
that,
just
but
gotten to the point
do it for the
where,
passion for music.
yeah, I mean, I feel this. I feel the same exact way. I can't even talk right. I feel the same exact way.
I hear you.
But I've kind of just gotten out of. I've kind of gotten out of that judgmental space because
Right.
people gonna be people.
Right, people gonna be
They-
people,
and they
but
gonna do what they want to do.
That's what we trying to change, though. That's what we
I
trying to
just
change.
support what I want.
We trying to
and
bring it
I
back.
don't support what I'm not.
Y'all remember when music was great to you? When you actually heard a song,
Yeah.
it was like, wow, and it give you that little tingling feeling in your body, like, oh, wow, that was hot. That's
Right,
what we
yeah.
trying to bring back. When you actually
Yeah.
listen to the song, and you be like, wow, that sound, wow.
Yeah.
He right.
You don't get that a lot on this music right now. It's half of the stuff sound the same.
Yup.
It's like,
Right.
wow, that's
Right.
another. They just did that. You
Sorry to
don't get that
interrupt. I
part.
gotta say this. One more thing too. You gotta put in that work.
You gotta put in that work for sure.
Yeah, but I think it takes cats like y'all to really show people what can happen if you actually put in the work.
Right.
Right.
Like how
Yeah.
far it really can take you.
Yep.
And I think it takes cats like y'all. Like there's a big part of me that wants to see like the team that comes together and like has a
Oh, it's a
label
lot coming.
and they actually do like the original like
It's a
A
lot.
and R
Fairy tale
process.
dream.
Right.
And like I used to want to be an A&R, and like that's pretty much obsolete now because
Yeah.
you know,
No,
nobody
not
really.
I
Not
mean,
social
it,
media.
I mean, it
That's
ain't,
your
but
A&R.
it is. Like nobody's really,
But
like-
you
like-
know what?
nobody's really using the A&Rs like
Like they used.
they used to, and nobody does like the grind,
You right,
like the
'cause
like the
right, you
promotion,
right.
Instagram.
like the promotion
Yeah, you
process,
can go,
and
I'll be
the
offended.
promotion process, and the street teams, and like look at
Nowadays,
like when you look at you out there.
No.
nowadays you can go
Oh,
on.
okay.
All you gotta
I mean,
do is
look
get
at,
like
like-
1,000 likes on, or
I
a
mean,
million likes on
like
TikTok.
let's take it back to like even Cleveland artists that came out, and we're not even talking about Bone.
I can name a gang of Cleveland.
But no,
artists.
I know you can, and I'm just saying, not even talking about Bone,
Right.
because Bone didn't really have that process. Like I mean, keeping it all the way 100, like. They got out there, they did the talent shows, they did the gong shows, they did the
Right.
different stuff like that
Mhm.
and whatnot, but they didn't have like the street team type
No.
of shit and like all of that stuff. Like they
But
lucked
they
up,
had
like
easy.
they
They had
lucked
easy.
up.
I
Well,
don't,
that's what
I
I'm
don't
getting at
think
is they
didn't
lucked up.
want
and-
a street
Right.
team.
well, no, I don't think it's that they didn't want
Oh,
it.
no,
I'm
they had
just
a
saying
street
that
team. You
they.
gotta bring it back though. They
Because they
have
got
a
more
street team.
thugs.
They had
You
more
know what I'm
thugs.
saying?
But Mo
They
Thug
brought
came
that
after
back.
they got their break.
But they were
Right.
still grinding together.
Right, but they was
Right.
grinding
That
with
came
them.
after they got their break.
But
Right.
once they found
They
easy,
did bring
that
them
was
in.
the plug.
Right.
They went back and got more
They
Exactly.
thugs.
tried to bring
They
everybody
crazy
in,
when
but
they
the
got
money
thugs,
wasn't right
you
on
know.
that area.
Oh, for sure.
So
now, I mean, I
Soulja
give them
Boy,
I just
credit.
think they signed the
y'all remember
fuck deal.
Soulja Boy?
I
Y'all
think
remember
so.
all
I mean,
that?
but
They
everybody
brought
signs.
everybody in,
but my
but
thing is, everybody signs a fuck deal.
they did.
Yep.
Everybody
I mean,
signs.
your first deal,
Everybody
you
get-
might get screwed.
Everybody get fucked pretty much on all of their deals.
We know
Let's
that
keep it
because we
100.
went through it. We did it.
Yeah.
We-
Everybody
we
gets
did it.
fucked on all
Yeah.
of their deals. I think with their situation, and obviously I'm
I
outside
think they was
looking
just
in.
so hungry to get on.
Like I'm outside
Yeah, they
looking
flashed
in.
that
But
break
when you
money,
really
you
look
like,
at their
yeah.
situation, like considering like the work that they did
Right.
and what they've put out.
Right.
And they not like no lackluster niggas or whatever.
No,
like,
they ain't.
they got a lot of
That's
hard
solid.
shit.
For real.
They got a lot of hard shit.
But I'm gonna
To
go back
this
to
day,
Shout out
that.
my nigga Lane. What's
Like
happening?
till this day, they're
Right.
like the next.
Busy
They're
artist.
like a bucket list. Like I've interviewed all of them separately, but I want to get them all together,
Right.
which is hard.
Yeah,
as
That's
shit.
difficult because
It
I
is.
watched the interview
Trust
with
me.
Lazy
Trust me,
on a
I know.
podcast. He
Yeah.
was like, "We with it. It's just that
Right.
boy. He don't want to."
Yeah,
It's
I
like
mean,
people just going in different directions.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
But
that's how they
I
do
just
it.
think that I think where I'm disappointed, I guess, with them is that for everything that they've done and for how long they've been here,
Right.
it's like they still
Right, and I'll tell you this
But see,
too.
they don't see what make me mad about
they
this.
still new and up.
They
and
don't
coming.
get their recognition.
Right, but I'll tell you this: if
But-
if they came together and put an album out right now,
Cause
It's
we
gonna
got
go
that'd
platinum.
be the firest
It's
album
gonna go
ever.
platinum.
Yeah.
Anything
To this
Bone
day,
touch gonna
they'll
go
take
platinum.
it
They don't-
over. If
well,
they did an
that-
album now together,
that's gonna
it'll take over.
listen. I got a whole conversation on that.
Right.
With you. I got a whole conversation. That's gonna be offline.
Right.
Because we're gonna take this back to NASZ DAWG. Because we
Alright.
got
Shout
another
out to
song.
NASZ DAWG.
Alright.
We got one more song.
But
Chaos.
shout out to Bone, man.
Shout out to Bone.
Oh, all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
All day long. All day
Cause I
long.
can't
Shout out to
knock
Bone.
That's
my name.
Like I just shouted
brothers.
them. I just shouted them.
I tell you, they
what's
put
the day,
Cleveland on their
31st?
back and
I
ran
just
with it.
shouted them 2 days ago
Right.
because the Art of War
They
dropped
got
on
a
the 29th.
Grammy. No,
Right.
The Art of War dropped on the 29th in '97.
That's that double CD.
Right.
Yep, they
So
put
I
Cleveland
just
on their
shouted
back and ran
them
with
just 2 days ago. But I shout them
I don't
every
know for
time
sure
something
if the
released. The
Brains got
25th,
a-
I shouted them
The
because
Brains got a Grammy.
that was the day.
Nah, Brains ain't getting no Grammy.
I'm just saying, niggas, he
1999.
Cleveland artists too.
Yeah, that's Brains. Shout out to Brains too. You
I
know
always
what
Yeah,
I'm
shout
shout out MC
because
Brains,
no matter
you
what,
know what I'm saying?
they
What's up,
did a
I just didn't know if he had a
for the
Grammy
city.
or not. I
Yeah,
know
they
Bone
did a
got
lot of
one,
shit for the
you
city,
know.
and they don't get that recognition.
They don't. That's
We'll
what
talk about
they.
that.
That's
Do
what
Gerald
they-
Levert?
But we gonna talk
Gerald
about
Levert
that.
got, I don't know if they got Grammys and stuff. Dude,
I
Gerald
think
Levert got a
Bone only
Grammy.
went
But
out of Cleveland with a
yeah,
Grammy.
I think
No,
they got
Gerald
Grammy.
Levert got a
That's what I'm
Grammy.
They
saying.
got a
That
Grammy.
Gerald
I'm
Levert.
about to do my research on that.
But man, we
Grammys
trying
is
to
a nice
what,
thing.
what a lot of people fail to realize, it's a lot of talent coming from Ohio.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
We underrated.
It's a lot of
Very
talent.
underrated.
I mean, Cincinnati, Dayton,
Dayton.
Columbus,
Right.
for sure,
Right.
Columbus.
You know, Akron,
here,
Cleveland.
Everything. Ohio.
Everywhere.
Ohio on its
in
own.
OH10, baby.
Right.
But the light about to shine on Ohio now. It's
It
coming.
is, it is, it
It's
is.
about to shine.
Okay, so Chaotic. Give us a little piece on that so we go ahead and play it.
All right, this is chaotic. You know what chaos brings. So, you know, we just saying, like, just move out the way before it get chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Just relax.
back on that shit, you back on that cheese.
Just relax, you
Get out
know.
the way, because it's gonna get chaotic.
About to get chaotic.
Listen, man, I'm gonna have to come back and give y'all some verbiage on these songs, cause he playing with us today. He playing with us today, but
Hey, decisive.
But
Tell
nah.
Jay to leave me alone, man.
He said, yeah.
But now this is NASZ DAWG. He's live in the studio with us today, and we're going into Chaotic right here on the Entertainment Plug, powered by. Okay. So we back on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say some crazy shit. I'm like, oh shit.
Right. Oh shit. It's exact.
We back, baby.
Listen, it ain't like there's nothing bad.
Oh.
I had an experience. He's like you said, out of all of them, and they all dope. They
Yeah.
all cool.
Right.
Busy was like the most. He was like the most down to earth, and he just was down to earth, and he just was like super cool. Like we did, and this was in the days where. Remember when he was going through all of this shit, and he shaved all his hair off.
That was the late
And then
90s
he-
going
yeah,
into
I remember
2000.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember he shaved all his
He was
hair off,
going
and
through
he
a lot
was
of
wearing
shit,
like the
yeah.
dashikis and like
Yeah.
he looked like an Arab.
Like he said.
So like
he
I
said
had,
he had demons.
now, like I've like all my media and stuff
Yes,
that
I
I've
am.
done over the years, I've set all my stuff up myself. So
Right.
like I ain't go through like I set all my stuff up myself. So I had already done a couple interviews with him prior to that or whatever. The first interview,
Nah, get off your busy.
I
It's a
think-
NASZ DAWG interview.
Right.
Get off your busy.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
get back to the
yeah.
basics.
Let's go.
Shout out to
That's
Bone.
right here.
Shout out to Bone.
now he want to talk to
Let's
us.
go. You can get out of there.
Now he
Let's
want to
go.
talk to us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
How y'all feel about that song?
Right,
I
that's
like
what
that.
I
I like that.
I think it's dope as shit.
I'm
Now, look,
loving
check
that
this
mix.
out. All them songs, I was there.
Right.
We recorded them.
Right
I was
there.
right
Right.
there.
That's what we love.
I think it's
In the
definitely.
book.
I think it's definitely dope. I'm looking forward to hearing the whole album. When can people get that? Like when?
They can get it now.
Okay, so it's out there now.
Everywhere.
Okay. When you say
Every
everywhere,
social media
so, like, when you say
platform.
everywhere, where is everywhere?
Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, Twitter, you can listen, Instagram, Reverb Nation, you can go on YouTube. Just
Yeah,
type
that's
in
why
NASZ
I want you
DAWG.
to go to YouTube
Hey,
and
They
go
got
just
videos on there too.
type that NASZ DAWG in because there's more videos
Reverb
that we
Nation,
did on
yeah.
there that we want y'all to
Facebook,
support
YouTube.
that too.
But see, you know what? This what I like about now. Back then, you couldn't do what we can do now.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
what was that song by EPMD? Please listen to my day.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was begging, want somebody to listen to their
Right.
music.
Now you
ain't
put it out
gotta
there
do-
yourself.
Right, you ain't got to
Right.
go through all
Yeah.
that nonsense and BS. You can put your own stuff out. Like,
Exactly.
Like you put that on there.
like
yeah.
Smooth was saying,
Right.
half of these dudes put out a single, you know, it might go and that's it.
Right.
They want to make a dollar.
Right. That's
But
how
I think
they
that
do.
too. That's why a lot of the young cats now, like they doing so good.
Right.
Right.
Because
We
they're
ain't had
on
that.
that. Because they're on that technology age.
Yeah, you got that on
Whereas
there.
like the older cats that's out there, most of them, you know,
Ain't
they're
computer
not
literate.
really computer literate.
Nope.
And they never took the time to sit down and learn all that shit.
Right. There's so
So-
much stuff going on, man. It's to where, you know, sometimes, you know, some of these platforms are cool,
Right.
but the way I look at it, I'd rather, if I put my music out, I'd rather put it out on my own website, cause then I know I get
For sure.
all that.
Right.
For sure. For
I
sure.
ain't gotta
As long as you do it the right way. For sure.
Yeah,
But
I gotta
I
split
go
it
back,
up
I
with
love
nobody.
that YouTube though, man. Go on YouTube.
Yeah.
And all you gotta do is just not being funny, just tap in that NASZ DAWG and it pops up, everything pop up on there.
Yep.
Like videos we got on there, all the music and
Yep.
everything else. So
That's
really
what's
do that. When you wanna buy the music and everything else,
Yeah,
go to
go
the
buy
Spotify,
it.
do that
Or
part.
Spotify.
But if you wanna
iTunes,
sample it,
Apple,
if you wanna
Amazon,
sample it already,
Prime,
just
all
go to
that, go
YouTube.
get it.
Just type that
It costs you 99
NASZ.
cents a song.
And
you
then
know.
everything will
That's
pop
right.
up. You can
Yep.
watch the videos, you can preview it before you buy it.
Right.
So
Spend
just
$1
go on
on a
there.
lot of worse
But
shit.
yeah, man, the
Check
way
it
the
out.
stuff is now,
Yeah.
it's easy as hell to get out.
It
You
is.
know, 'cause
Yeah.
back then you couldn't get out.
Right.
It was, I mean, to be truthful, the way it is now, it's you ain't gotta have skills.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, half of the
gotta have a
time you
gimmick.
that's the bad
Right.
side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
a
bad
bad
side
side.
about it.
But I mean, when you got cats like him and his brother
Right.
with skills,
Yeah.
skills is
But
overlooked.
but the thing too is that means that cats like NASZ DAWG, like you gotta be you have to be more strategic with what you're doing and how you put your stuff out there, because it also now means that it's harder for people to take notice of what you have, because you kind of still on like the original shit, like the original way.
That's what
You
we
know,
gotta
versus,
get back,
you
yo.
know,
That's what we gotta
But
get
see,
back.
the
That's when
only-
we bring it back.
the
Like
only
I
thing
said,
I
that
say
passion
about
for
that,
music,
yeah.
we gotta bring that back. Not just a
Right.
whole bunch of jibber jabber you can just
Yeah.
throw off of a beat.
But see, when you-
That's the
Yeah.
new school thing, of course, but you still got a whole lot of people out here that really want that real music. A lot of
Right,
people, I
right.
hear a whole lot of people that don't like that jibber jabber shit.
right.
Yeah.
Not being funny,
That's
they be
what
like,
they
man,
brainwashed.
I
That's
ain't
all
gonna
they
hear
hear.
it. A lot of
But
people
you
don't
know,
like
it's
it.
only-
They winning. Don't
It's
get me
only-
wrong, they
but
winning.
on the
But
same
a lot of
token-
people don't like
on
that
the-
shit.
on the
And I be
same-
like,
on
man,
the same
I never
token,
do
though,
it like that.
Hey, but
On the
it's
same
like the new cats. It's only one new cat that I could dig,
I rock with a few of
and
them.
that's Lil Baby.
That's
Lil
my
Baby,
fuck
that's
with.
why I say that's the
Lil
one I
Baby
rock
or
with.
Lil
Yeah.
Lil Baby.
Lil
I'm with
Baby.
you.
Lil
I'm
Baby.
with you. I'm with you.
Now
Now he got some skills.
He got some
Actually, he
skills.
said he
Yeah.
actually got
All
some
day long.
skills.
he's got some skills.
He
I
talk
fuck with
like
Lil
he got
Baby.
sense.
He
All
talk
day
like
long.
he got sense. He
Yeah.
got.
Right.
I mean, I like that. I like that in him.
Yeah.
The baby too. I ain't gonna cap on that.
He
but
alright.
He alright
You know why I
too.
like the
Yeah,
baby?
the baby
You know,
too.
outside
He got
his
some
mouth
shit.
is rancid. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
is rancid.
but
His
you gotta know,
behavior
y'all
is-
gotta know
but-
the baby was from the land too, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
He
So
from
that's
here.
where that came from. That's
What
where
I
it
like
came from,
about
you know
him
what I
though
mean?
is like
Gotta put that
he
shot
fall
out,
into
you
your
know?
category,
Right.
Nas.
Think
You know
about
what I'm
that,
saying?
yeah.
Where his sound is good. You know,
Right.
he don't sound like he going to sleep or just
Right.
waking the fuck up like a lot of
Exactly.
these cats out here.
That's what I'm
You
talking
know
about.
what I'm saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He got a good voice. He got a good sound that kind
Right.
of stick outside
Right.
of his
So,
crazy.
I agree.
Exactly.
Shit.
Right, his face that shit. Yeah, you're right.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's kind of sad too, because the thing about it,
Right.
someone be real garbage, and the main thing really saving them is the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out Street
Yeah.
Genetics
Yeah.
Productions.
Right. That's what it's up.
Shout out Street Genetics Productions.
Just keep it.
But yeah, that's
So
what we're
listen,
trying to
man.
bring back. We trying to bring back the real shit. You know what I mean?
I know.
But you know, it's just so much.
And I think it's gonna work because people tired of listening to that bullshit.
Yeah.
They
I
want the realness now.
But
They
the
want
thing
real.
is, people say they tired of XYZ and that this is what they want.
What you gonna
but
do
they
about
have to support it when cats like you put it out there.
Right.
Right.
Because the problem where the problem lies is that people say they want it and they say they want what
Right.
you have, but then when you put it out, don't nobody
Right.
support
Right.
it.
Mhm.
And that's
Right.
like
Don't nobody support it.
Yeah.
That's
It's
like
just,
me.
it's just the same as when you look at TV and you look at all of the crazy shit that's on TV and people say,
Right.
why they keep putting this crazy
Right,
shit?
because they
Because you
jumping
don't
in it.
support the good shit.
So that's what
you,
we gotta
you don't
do.
support the shit
no,
that
you
you
know,
say
you know
want.
what killed me? Like when you back then when you used to listen to R&B compared to now, where's
That's right.
R&B at?
Yeah. That gotta come back too, but you know.
Right.
Ain't no R&B, it's just
Just-
fucking. Yeah.
It's just we grew
But
up on that dirt.
but I think a lot of
Ain't
the
no R&B
reason
music,
why
you know?
R&B has gone the way that it has is because a lot of the people that are coming out R&B now, they're looking at ways to better monetize the stuff that they're putting out there or whatever. So they're
Right.
putting
Yeah, you're
not
right
really
about
craziness, but they're looking for better ways to monetize it, because if you look at R&B like in the past years and whatnot, it never really sold. Like
Right,
it
right.
never really
No,
sold.
you gotta
Nobody
think
ever
about it.
really
You gotta think about it.
It was
Everybody puts
love.
on that
R&B
They
really
was,
came
but
from rhythm and
but
blues.
you only had the certain
So you
artists.
love.
You only had the certain
Now they
artists
selling
that just
sex.
did really
You
well.
don't
Like,
love no
obviously
one.
the
It's
Verts,
sex.
Right.
the Gerald Verts,
But
and
you know what
people
they
like
did?
that did really good. But you had a lot of other R&B artists that was coming out there that you hear them for a couple weeks.
Only
and you don't
thing
hear them
R&B,
no more.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Right.
Only thing R&B did was transfer over to rap because now
Yes, it did.
every damn cut that comes out of there,
Sing.
you got somebody
But
singing.
they're
you
looking
got
for
that in
but they're
there,
looking
so-
for a
and
way
then
to make
somebody
it,
got a
but
rap
they're
on
making,
it.
but
and
they're
everything
looking
that
for
way.
ways to make it
They-
more
they're
appealing to the
bringing it,
people
right.
that actually is
So-
buying music because
That's
let's
why
face
they
let's face
did.
it, like when the last time you went and bought a CD, Vern?
Never.
When the last time you downloaded an album off of iTunes or whatever? Now
A lot.
I mean, well, the thing is, I do Apple
You
Music.
even sell CDs?
Well, the thing is, I do Apple Music.
I don't think
So,
they sell CDs no
so
more.
I have the Apple Music
I
or
know.
whatever. But
Right.
keeping it all the way real, if it was like how Apple used to be, where you had to buy each album, I wouldn't be buying a lot of shit either
Right.
because people don't put out good albums.
It's kind of funny to me, but everybody need to go way back. The main person really started all this stuff was James Brown. Pay attention to Mystica.
Yeah, Mexico.
Let's
That's
keep
like
it 100. When you listen to him, sound just like James Brown rapping.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck
everything,
around and get beside yourself.
everything happens
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
reason.
yeah,
I love
yeah.
world rulers
Yeah.
because we all come together as family and friends and smooth.
Way to
you
bring
know,
it back around, Royal Rulers. Go ahead.
Right.
We come together as family and friends, man. And, you know, and this is a blessing. Like I said, NASZ and his brother, they put it together, man. They know how to work good, and that's what they do. They focus, and they hard workers.
And that's what you need.
They hard workers. It's like only thing I do is sit back there. I'm like, hey, they came out with something. I'm like, what? I'm like, wow, man. There's so many. So you go down the
Yeah,
chart,
y'all
only
got to
thing you can
support
do is
this man.
smile because it's real music. This is real. They saving it. They bring it back to life, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
So,
People stand up, support y'all.
so
Support y'all,
listen.
man.
So to close out, man, you know, my hope is that, you know, people will really like truly support this because I think it's a dope project. I think the tracks we played today, Hating for No Reason, All My Soldiers Salute, and Chaotic, like I think all of them are fire.
Fire.
I think the production is good. Like the production is really on point, so people really have something to listen to. Definitely the content, but also the music behind it. I'm glad you was here today, like to really talk about
Me
this
too,
album.
man.
Like I'm glad you was here to talk about this album and really, you know, really expose more of yourself and more of your music because I think that people really need to hear it.
Right.
It's always a good look, you know, for the show, for my show, you know, for you guys to come on here. And
Thanks
I mean,
for having us, man.
we'll
Bring
definitely
us back.
we'll definitely continue doing more of it. But kind of in closing, like what is it that you really want to say to the people that are listening?
Well, I just want y'all to go out, support the music, feel it. You know, if you don't like it, just give it a listen. Listen to it before you deny it. You know, and just some shout outs to my Cleveland people, you know, Beast Mode, 600, you know what I'm saying? Y'all Blizzy,
Productions, you know what I'm
Bird
saying?
Mac,
Hey,
you know,
yeah.
Jay Graham.
And we gotta give that shout out to
You
Kim
know.
Do too, you know, cause
Shout out
doing
Kim
this
Do,
thing.
Kim Tay, you doing your thing, boy.
Right, and
Shout out to Sean Don at work, couldn't make it with us. Of course, shout out to everybody in the studio, Decisive, Jay,
Yeah.
Smooth, Vern,
Smooth in the
Mark,
building.
Brandon.
I was gonna say you ain't had to shout
Yeah.
Sean. You know he don't work with us no more.
Yeah, man.
But
Sean gonna get you when he come back down here. He
Worry
gonna be
about
like,
no
yeah,
Sean.
niggas say
Nobody worried about no Sean. He ain't gonna be able to get up here. He got work.
He got work.
Fired him anyway. In closing for me,
You're right.
Jay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let somebody else say something. But when everybody say they the best rapper, I'm not gonna go on record and say I'm the best rapper. I'm gonna go on record saying I'm the best at what I do. And you can
Right.
take it from that.
Right, amen.
That's
Amen.
right.
Preach.
What's up, man?
Preach.
Right.
Preach. Preach.
That's what's up.
All right, y'all. So listen. You know, once again, I appreciate it. I'm real glad y'all came out.
Street genetics.
Everybody that's listening, if you did not catch all of this interview, you can definitely go back. I'm gonna do my best to get this up on the website. You know,
Yeah,
we have so
sure.
much stuff going on, so I'm really working on balancing my time a little bit better or a lot better. But I'm gonna work on getting this up on the website so people can listen to it. They can always go back on TuneIn. And what else are we on?
Mixler.
Mixler. They can go back on and Mixcloud too, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go back on Mixler. You can go back on Mixcloud. You can also go back on TuneIn. Just search No Static Radio. You can pull up the conversation, the shenanigans for today. Definitely was dope. We gave you 3 tracks, Hating for No Reason, All My Soldiers Salute, and Chaotic. This has been an exclusive with Mr. NASZ DAWG, with Cleveland's own NASZ DAWG.
Yeah.